A otaku's soul travels to the wilderness world and begins his glorious life. No system. He will also bleed and fail, just like you and me. He is also progressing step by step from the bottom to success. Novice on the Road Didi. Chapter 1. Rebirth. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 2. Birth. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 3. Childhood. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 4. Zhao family Qilinzi. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 5. Piange goes to the city. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. When Zhao Pian knew that there were monsters in the world of the wilderness, she was mentally prepared. He knew that he might encounter some outrageous things. However, looking at the city wall, which is nearly 20 to 30 meters long, I am already crazy about roast. No dirt giant can enter. Why is it so high? It is unscientific. Roast goes back to roast, but the body is very honest and sits on the carriage. Along with the elder uncle Zhao Zhen and the second uncle Zhao Shan, they walk towards the city gate. The guard of the city should be an acquaintance of Zhao Zhen, greeting from a long distance. Mr. Zhao. Have you returned from your hometown? Oh, where is Mr. Zhao's second boss? Are you together? Zhao Zhen arched her hand and politely smiled, while Zhao Shan continued to chat. Oh my, Mr. Liu is on duty today. It's hard. My elder brother and I came back from Zhao Zhuang and brought our two nephews to broaden our horizons and see the world. If we get to know each other well today, we may have more troubles in the future. Mr. Liu and the others should show their respect. As he spoke, Zhao Shanren had already grabbed Mr. Liu on duty. During the conversation, a piece of scattered silver changed hands. Zhao Pian, who was sitting in the carriage, pulled Zhao Yu down with a timid expression on his face, pretending to be tender, disgusting, and greeted the soldier surnamed Liu, saying, "Hello Uncle Liu, I am Zhao Pian." He pulled his younger brother again and said, "This is my younger brother, Zhao Yu." Now that they were getting closer, the soldier surnamed Liu could see clearly the two children sitting outside the carriage. The two children are made of jade and powder, but they do not inherit the traditional Chinese-style face of the Zhao family. The one who spoke, with a Chinese character on his face, was not even noticeable. His chin was a bit pointed, and he had a smile on his face. In addition, when he smiled, he squinted his eyes, like a fox. The person next to him who didn't speak much, had thick eyebrows and big eyes, and a simple and honest face. The soldier surnamed Liu is called Liu Li, and he is just a squad leader patrolling the city. Not comparable to Zhao Zhen's official position, listening to Zhao Pian calling him uncle, I have earned enough face. Of course, there was another way of saying. Young Master Xiao Zhao is really a talented person. His intelligence may not be the same as that of other young masters. Coupled with his charming appearance, I don't know how many girls and families he will crush when he grows up. Coupled with Mr. Zhao's profound knowledge, I'm afraid he will take the top spot in the future. After a round of flattery, Zhao Zhen saw that his words were becoming more and more outrageous. Although she felt comfortable listening to him, it was too much. She coughed and interrupted Liu Li's praise, saying, "Mr. Liu, we have other matters here, so let's leave first. When you have time in the future, come to the mansion to have tea." Liu Li arched his hands repeatedly and said, "Mr. Zhao, please be busy first. If you have time, I will definitely go to the mansion to disturb you." Watching Zhao Zhen and his team's carriage walk away, Liu Li straightened his waist. Weighing the broken silver in his hand, he shouted, "Brothers, the wine and meat for tonight have settled down." Then he murmured softly, I'm afraid the younger generation of the Lao Zhao family doesn't want to produce a talent. Forget it, they don't have the surname Lu. Whatever it is. These fragmented thoughts were not heard by anyone, just accompanied by the wind and dispersed as soon as it blew. At this moment, Zhao Pian was really thinking about something. The military equipment of the state of Zhao is quite strong. The city wall doesn't look like it's been in disrepair for a long time, and the armor and weapons of the soldiers patrolling the city gates are rust-free, each with a strong physique. The captain surnamed Lu spoke politely and his eyes saw through the carriage, even glancing at the ruts and marks on the tracks. I don't know if it's a rule or something, there are no buildings within 10 zhang of the city wall. In the city gate, the military equipment such as resisting horses and pillars has emerged as new as ever. I don't know what the situation is in the other two countries. If they were like the state of Zhao, the power of these officials would be astonishing. And I don't know what the value of force really looks like in this world. Is it soaring in the daytime? Martial shattered void. Or is it just a 10-person enemy, a 100-person enemy? Zhao Pian was thinking about something, and Zhao Yu was indeed attracted by the bustling scenery outside. As soon as I entered the county town, there was a bustling crowd. Various shouts, sales calls, conversations, and even the sounds of parents calling out their children's names and the roar of various livestock, all compete to enter people's ears. Along the way, there were various shops, snack vendors, and jugglers, mixed with dangling children running like fish, creating a lively and energetic atmosphere. Zhao Pian, after all, came from the modern era and only saw something new. He is still paying more attention to observing the mental state of the residents in this city. The people who come and go may be poor or rich, but their mental state is still impressive. Occasionally, there are one or two people with a vegetable-like appearance, and their pace is also considered steady. It's just two beggars squatting on the street corner, dressed in tattered clothes, but not to the point where they're barely covered. Just like this, I carefully observed the various landscapes along the way and secretly pondered the national conditions of Zhao. Not long after, Zhao Zhen's family arrived. A green brick and tile house, not prominent in the wealthy district of Qingdong, the only commendable thing is the pair of tall stone lions carved at the entrance, which are majestic and imposing. There is a plaque on the front door, with iron paintings and silver hooks reading, Zhao Mansion. Zhao Shan didn't enter the door and stood at the door, saying to Zhao Zhen, "Big brother, there are still some miscellaneous matters at my shop. I left urgently yesterday and still had to deal with them. I'll go handle them first. As for my nephew's expenses, I still have 500 taels of silver bills. Can you take them for now? I'll come back later and discuss other matters with the two brothers. What do you think?" After hearing Zhao Shan's explanation, Zhao Zhen paused and turned around to respond, "If you have anything to do, please be busy first. I will handle the enrollment of Zhao Pian and his brothers. As for money, you are the wealthiest among brothers. When that matter comes to fruition, we will give you other compensation. If there are any other changes, I will discuss them with you." Seeing Zhao Shan preparing to leave, Zhao Pian quickly greeted her younger brother and bid farewell to her second uncle together. Later, Zhao Shan instructed the two brothers again and then led his own single horse away. Follow Zhao Zhen's footsteps, cross the gate, and face a wooden screen. It's just a simple carving of mountains and rivers, without any other fancy decorations. It says, "With a clear mind, walk slowly with your feet." After passing the screen, the butler welcomed Mrs. Zhao Zhen out. I saw a middle-aged woman wearing a simple palace bun, a silk robe, holding a fan, and gently moving her lotus steps, looking graceful. Approaching him, his head mopped his eyebrows, and his pretty face was slightly pink. Just getting older, with a slightly overweight figure and a much larger face, but it can be vaguely seen that she was also a full beauty when she was young. The woman bowed short and asked, "Officer, have you come back? You thought you would stay with your father for a few more days. Who are the two children you are leading? Oh, they look quite handsome. Why, which sister's child is this? Zhao Zhen hurriedly said, don't talk nonsense. This is Zhao Yi's child, your nephew. I'm planning to send them to the county to study and stay at our house temporarily. There's no such thing as a younger sister. The child is still here, so don't just talk nonsense. Turning back to introduce Zhao Pian and his brother, he said, this is your aunt. I may not have time to constantly urge you two to study in the future. I will have your aunt discipline you severely. You must be obedient and not too naughty. When you left today, your father said, if you are too naughty, I can take action. Say hello. The woman smiled and said, Master, don't be too aggressive. Don't listen to your uncle's nonsense either. Your elder brother has been in the military for the past few years and hasn't come back. You two little ones, as long as you study hard and complete your studies, you can play with us at other times. You make a fuss, and there is also some popularity in the family. Your uncle is busy with official business, so he can't do much of what he says. Let's go. I'll have the cook cook some food, and after finishing, I'll make 2 sets of clothes for you too. In a few days, I'll go to the county to study. As he spoke, he stepped forward and grabbed the small hands of the 2 brothers, walking towards the inner room. Zhao Zhen shook her head as she listened, but only whispered, a kind mother is so defeated. The woman may not have heard clearly and turned around to ask, Officer. What are you saying? Zhao Zhen waved her hand and said, it's nothing, eat. After finishing, I have to go to the yamen and say hello. I'm busy with their enrollment. Zhao Pian listened attentively and turned her head slightly to glance at Zhao Zhen. I didn't see that this serious-looking uncle was actually someone who was afraid of his inner self. So busy, another day has passed. In the afternoon, Auntie and her 2 brothers met butler Wang Bo, cooking Lady Zhang, and the 2 maids in the courtyard, Xiao Chui and Xiao Lian. I went to make new clothes again and went through the residences of the 2 brothers. At night, whether it was moving to a new home or missing their parents in their hearts, Zhao Pian and his brother didn't fall asleep. Zhao Pian remembered the reluctance of her mother when she left today. Mother should have stayed up all night, packing up all kinds of clothes and even some frequently played little things for the 2 brothers. Until leaving, the adults on the mother's side had bright red eyes and dark circles around their eyes. She just pulled the brothers and made various reminders, never saying a word not to let them enter the city. And his father Zhao Yi, a simple and honest farmer, just said when he left, listen to uncle, don't be afraid when you encounter things. After we finish working on the crops in the field, we will go to the city to see you. Thinking endlessly about the situation of parting, a hint of warmth welled up in my heart. Poor parents in the world. Dad Zhao Yi. Motherly Ru. I will definitely stand out. Let you be proud of us. At this moment, Zhao Pian completely accepted her new identity and also accepted the recognition of her physical foster parents. As the last barrier in her heart dissipated, Zhao Pian's spiritual consciousness crossed a barrier, driving the innate energy in her body to spin wildly. As the innate chi rotates faster and faster. It's getting faster and faster. Boom. A loud bang in my mind. A small cyclone has also appeared in Shangdanshan. A cyclone entirely composed of spiritual consciousness. As the upper Dantian cyclone formed and slowly rotated, Zhao Pian's spiritual consciousness was gradually strengthened, and this strengthening was sustained and permanent. And with the opening of Shangdanshan, Zhao Pian's memories of her past life and the mysteries of her current life are slowly becoming clear. Although I cannot see it vividly, one day these vague memories will come to light. And then, our film brother is too energetic and has insomnia. This year, Zhao Pian is 7 years old. Chapter 6. Daily Life in County Schools. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. De Co Lois Ara Trong Quatrin Lay Text. Chapter 7. Emerging Crisis. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 8. Brother Pian's Road to Martial Arts Practice 1. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 9. Brother Pian's Road to Martial Arts Practice 2. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text. Chapter 10. Brother Pian's Road to Martial Arts Practice 3. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. De co lois ara trong quatrin lay text.